Ladies and gentlemen, Riolu's XZ race is returning, and here we are on the racetrack. We are already on the first map, race 4 in season 2. I am actually surprised that we're here with 94 players. Once again, a great amount of players that have joined in on this very good looking Friday evening to play a little bit of TrackMania. So our first map is gonna be Riolu Nice by Hivo and by Riolu. So it is a duo map that we're gonna begin with. The XD race is of course a competition that is played on 4 maps with different cars and different environments. We're gonna play one long map without any sort of big warm-up. As you can see, just 3 warm-ups to ensure that everyone is gonna load in time. But other than that, the map is unknown and we're gonna be playing 1 round. And depending on your position at the end, you will get points. So, the warm-ups here are being played right now. Another one here. I rather put more warm-ups than too little, just to make sure that everyone is going to load in. The maps are a bit bigger, so they're a bit more taxing on your performance and on your computer. But all in all, I think 3 warm-ups should be sufficient, especially now that most of the server issues are also fixed. That is also quite a good bonus. So here we go with map number 1, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Riolu's XD race number 4 in season 2. And off we go in the race with 94 players. So we have, of course, the regular candidates that are going to be fighting for the victory. People like Marius89. We have Taxon, I think, as well playing. Let me see if Taxon is actually playing. Not sure if he is in fact playing, but other than that, we have Lars, also season 1 winner. We have other very talented players. Also this time around we have Spam playing, so that's also a very pleasant surprise to see him play after normally not being able to participate Fridays due to real life obligations, but now he's also playing, so that's very nice here. Going into the first couple of corners right now, it is actually Red Extra in the lead, a player that is not playing every time, but here he is showing what he got. Never mind, he died. Terrible beginning here for Red Extra. I take the full blame. It was actually my fault. So we have a double lead for Team Germany right now with Lars and Marius89. Scaffan in a battle with Luke. So Luke actually a German player as well. And also Maxi and Bresso and Xerix and Black Shadow. Like almost the entire top 10 is German right now. Schland! Deutschland! Ole! Sorry. Very nice. This is actually a rigged competition for Team Germany. No Bibo, also a German, by the way. The boss, also German, by the way. Hey, you might assume this is a competition for Germans, and yes, you are correct. So, going into this little grass section here, the boss right now finding himself on 10th place. So, this map, as I said before, you didn't hear it maybe for all of the YouTubers in here, but you didn't hear what I said about the maps. And the maps are, this time around, a bit easier than previously. Like in the previous races we had a couple of maps that were rather difficult, but this time around the maps are simple, so one big mistake can actually throw you back quite a little bit. So gotta make sure that you don't make bigger mistakes. But all in all, these maps are of high quality as always. The map quality is ensured, so don't you worry about that. So the boss is actually going for a few overtakes here. He is in a battle with Vortex and with Luke. Luke also a very fast Valley player and a very good mapper as well. Going into the lead, we have Lars with a 1.2 second lead over Bresso and Marius89, who actually has a new tag right now, 38126. I think that is the zip code of the town that he's living in right now. No leak, but just trying to assume what that is supposed to mean. So he is right now in a little sort of LAN event with a couple of friends of him. So they're all sitting together on their laptops and playing some Riolu's XD race. Can't really get any better than that, I think. Let's go a little further behind. We haven't had our camera on table, who is actually a very active mapper for the XD race. We're gonna find plenty of table maps upcoming, either in Season 2 or in the future in Season 3. So Table has been mapping a lot on his table. Yes. And that is super amazing. He's actually in a fight with Spam from Team Diffuse Kids. He is someone that hasn't touched Valley in months, but he can be extremely good at Valley if he wants to. He is a super talented player. Oh, table now going into the bush. Not sure what he was looking for in the bush, but that is going to cost him at least one position. But yeah, Spam has gotten the 200 Super Track Masters in TrackMania Turbo, so that shows that he can learn the environments, and he still got it inside of him. Just gotta re-wake it, you know? Gotta wake up the skills. Let's go a little further back. Let's take a look at Dunster. Dunster actually, who had a little organization change. He went from Hyperion to Acetec. Not sure how you want to pronounce that, but Dunster here from Denmark right now on P21 behind Big Bang 1112 and Lawrence. And yeah, that is once again a great Casus Curse. I don't know what the fuck is happening here. I am spectating and people die. This is ridiculous. Red Extra now with a mistake gets passed by Marius. Marius up to third, so we have the triple lead for Germany right now. And Lars is definitely showing what he got here. He has been playing just like this in Season 1 all the time. Because in Season 1 you of course didn't have the United environment. So that favored Lars a lot more since he started playing TrackMania actively with TM2. So he doesn't really have a lot of experience with the United cars. But here with a skill-based valley-on-valley track, there's nothing that can go wrong for Lars. So he has already accumulated a 3-second lead over Bresso. 3.5 seconds here. Now we have a little bit of a faster section dropping down here onto the grass. Let's see how Bresso is going to be doing this one. The grass actually slows you down just perfectly for the dirt entry again. So this is very nicely built here by the two players, Hivo and Veryu, that have been sitting together to build this map. Jumping into the 180 now, I think that was Dragon PNTM who completely died. And Spam in the meantime has also...
I bought 65 inches TV and Dolby Atmos soundbar. I need to unsub now, Capard.
Spam also has moved up a couple positions now, up to 9th place. So this is a pretty good race here for Spam. Actually P8 now. So this is all pretty good here. Maxi now with a mistake. The German player now getting snacked by Spam. Jumping onto the platform. Oh no. That is a massive mistake here by Spam. I think he didn't really judge the grip or the lack of grip on the bridge properly. So that really sent him over the wall there. Insane mistake by him. Let's take a look at someone else. Ceres. Also another German player. 42nd place. He avoids the mistake that Spam has been doing, even though that was a massive oversteer at the landing. Gonna cost him a lot of speed. But a 42nd place here. Maybe we can take a look at a little overview camera to see where everyone is right now. So right now the leader is like... Where's Lars? Lars is like here. So here's Lars. Having no issues whatsoever. And then we have Bresso, we have Marius, we have Dragon PNTM on P4 right now, followed by Polish player Pietrunio. So a little bit of a O Kurva here. Then we have Scaffan, Maxi, the boss. A good fight here between Xerex and Red Extra. Then we have Table, Big Bang, Spam, Lawrence, Ebola, Nobibo, and Luke. And Lars has won the race. Followed by Bresso, followed by Marius, followed by Dragon. So that was a quick race without too many issues here for all the players. Scaffan on 6th. Then we have Maxi, the boss. And then this close fight that didn't end well for Red Extra. But there he goes into the finish line. So this is gonna be our top 20 here with the players. And the rest is now closing in. Finishing one by one. Rollin, Turtle Shell, Vortex, Lasnox, Mr. Cinemini, Nebo, Hype. So, doesn't seem like we have a lot of players that are super far behind. But that is, of course, because of the map. The map being very simple, so... That was the main reason why. So Lars has actually extended his lead even further. He went from 3.5 seconds to, like, what is this, 6 seconds plus? Or almost 6 seconds, so great ending here by Lars. Great performance. Next up is gonna be Aseri for Team Fox, the streamer from Germany. Gürtz and Flap following behind. And then we have John Boy Smurf also finishing here. Brilliant. And the next players are now clocking in their times. Griveline overtaking Panimiul just in front of Tom. That was close. But they're finishing here as well in front of Amaterasu and CB Tick. JR 1988, MDF, RGD, Spinner, Race Katze. And I think after that we don't really have a lot of players remaining. Macro, Reuter, Lex. Then we have Freed and Daniel. I'm pretty sure all of these are going to be finishing, so that's very nice. Not sure about Suiram though. He joined very late. I don't think he's going to be able to finish. But our next player to finish the race is going to be Macro. There he goes, the French player. There you go. Very nice. Reuter next up and Lex Smurf. Yo. Nice. So, who's next? Let's see. Is it Lex? No, Lex is... Wait, Lex. He finished. Okay. I thought he was standing there, missing a checkpoint. But he finished. It's all good. Daniel. Most likely gonna be the next player to finish. Entering the last tunnel. Let's follow him. So he's not gonna be last. There he goes. Daniel crossing the finish line. Here we have Freed, the Czech player. That could be last place for him. Unless Suiram manages to finish. Not quite sure about this. We gotta take a look at Suiram. I really wonder if he's gonna be able to finish. There's still 3 minutes left, so there's a high chance that he's gonna get close. He's 4 minutes and 10 behind, so he is gonna make it. He is actually gonna make it. So that's fantastic for Suiram. Even though he's not gonna gain a lot of points with this. But at least he's gonna be able to finish. So that's something. So let's give him a little bit of screen time, because there's literally no one else to finish. To spectate, I mean. Oh. Okay. Is he stuck? No, he's stuck. Time loss. Damn. Time loss for Suiram. But yeah, we can take a look at the top 10. We have Lars, Bresso, Marius, Dragon, Piotrunio, Scaffen, Maxi, The Boss, Xerex, Red Extra, who was first, now down to 10th place. That was a bit of a shame for him. Then we have Table, Spam, Big Bang, Lawrence, Ebola, Nobibo, Luke, Danik B, Dunce, and Zyra completing the top 20. Detlef, Dizos, Broccoli, Mary, Arkin, CC, Effect, Black Shadow, Dash Def, Roland, and Turtle Shell completing the top 30. And then we have Suiram also reaching the finish line. So everyone has actually finished. That is not happening every time, by the way. Like, not every time everyone's finishing. That's fantastic. I'm very happy. Awesome. So, our next map is going to be Stadium, the map by Asteri. And also a quick shout out to Klovnius for the 2nd month of resub. Cool. So, Stadium car on Stadium, presented to you by Asteri. Map called Maikailoa. I actually don't know what that means. I have no idea. It sounds like Hawaiian or something. Sounds like something you would say in Hawaii as a greeting. You don't say aloha, but you say Maikaloa, Maikaloa. While slurping a cold drink on the beach. I don't know, man. Maybe Asteri can give us some insight here. But yeah, that is going to be map number 2 in race 4. And I would say this is the hardest one from all of the 4 maps that we're going to see today. This one, for being a stadium map, it's still easy, but in comparison to the difficulty level of the other 3 maps, I think this one is going to be the hardest one. Because this one has quite a bunch of technical elements to it. Has a little bit of RPG, it has a little bit of freewheel parts where you need to maintain your speed. It does also have a part where you go around the stadium, or at least around the building zone. So that is something that the players need to prepare. Maybe someone that is right now actually playing and listening to the cast is gonna have that little head start here. But yeah, a very versatile map. A map that I, in fact, had on my hard drive for quite a long time. I think an early version of this map has been sent to me during Season 1 of XD Race already. But has been finished in the beginning of Season 2. And then I just slapped it into race number 4 here. So, quite a cool map here by Asteri. Definitely one of his greatest builds so far. So, I'm happy to have this one. And we're gonna go live after this warm-up. So, GLHF map number 2 with Lars right now being the leader. So he has to defend his position. He is someone that isn't the fastest on Stadium, but he can for sure just use his general experience in TrackMania. So let's see how well he's going to be faring here in the second map. Piotrunio is going to be our cameraman. We're going to go into a little bit of a tech section here in the beginning. A couple of drifts, a little bit of dirt here involved as well, so all of the styles are somewhat covered. Even though there isn't really... Okay, perfect. There isn't really like a lot of full speed, but there are at least a couple of walls and loops, so that's something. So let me just wait until I reconnect. I don't know why I just DC'd. That's amazing. But yeah, let's just pretend nothing happened. We're gonna go back into the race. The camera is still on Piotrunio, so he did keep the camera in his hand, which is great. So shoutouts to Piotrunio here at this point. He is finding himself on P14 right now, going into a little more dirt. 1 minute has passed. Alter time 6:29. I think my fastest time was like 6:0 something, so those times might be reached by the top players as well. Now there's a little transition. You can alternatively also go to the right. Maybe you saw a couple of players go to the right there. So that's something that you can do. It's a map that is rather beginner friendly. So respawn ways and everything are implemented for a couple of crucial sections. So that's very nice. Amaterasu, mainly a Stadium player. Let's see what he's going to be able to burn into the asphalt right now. Of course, Spam being a big favorite to win the Stadium map right now. He is, of course, finding himself on P1 in front of Dog and Marius89. So great beginning. And also Roland, the Austrian powerhouse. Someone that can certainly make something happen on Stadium as well, since it is his main environment. So let's follow him a little bit. We have this freewheel section. Oh, he went out a little wide here. Has to adjust his line. Even goes for another wallbang here, unfortunately. So he will get passed by a couple players, but still very close. Only 2.3 seconds behind first, or between first and 11th place. So absolutely nothing is decided yet. CC now with very low speed on the uphill. That sucks. Let's see. Players complaining about a non-respawnable looping. That is quite a surprise to me, because I'm pretty sure I did check all of the loop-de-loops. But that is, of course, unfortunate. So now we have Amaterasu, who went up to second place, finding himself 1.6 seconds behind the leader. So Spam is doing a really good job going into the next respawn now. Suck, there he goes. Quick hit on the respawn button, and we're gonna continue the race here with the Dutch player. So, so far, no issues for the top, which is great. Marius on 3rd, Bresso on 4th, Dog on 5th. Then we have Dexter, who now passed CC. So good recovery by CC nonetheless. Also, he is mainly a Stadium player, so he can definitely make up a couple of good points here. Now, the next respawn, you have to go to the left or to the right. The arrows are signalizing this, so I hope everyone is going to realize that you have to take the ramp upwards to the left or to the right. Because if not, then you're just going to go all the way back, and that's bad. I see Amaterasu lost a lot of positions here. Maybe he actually did that mistake. He lost many positions, many seconds. And also here, that is not looking all too well. And also Marius, I think, has had a little bit of trouble with that section. And also Roland has to respawn. Roland has to respawn, and yeah, as I said, there are respawn routes available. So this is something that will be helpful in certain situations. But yeah, Roland has lost a lot of positions, only on 20th place. That is quite a disappointment for him, I would say. Spam still in the lead. Dexter has now moved up to second place. We have roughly 2 minutes to go here on map number 2, and we're soon approaching a magnet part. So that could be something that might throw the one or other player off, or that might benefit the one or other player. So let's take a look. Lars on 9th place right now. So with that 9th place, he's definitely going to lose his lead in total standings, because Bresso, who is 1 point behind, is actually multiple positions in front of him. Bresso on P4 right now, dropping down to P6 as we speak, with or P7 in fact. There we see him go now, the magnet part. Actually gonna switch to cam 3 here, so you can see exactly what's happening. The camera is also forced to cam 3 for the players. But Esso now up to 5th place. He was able to take benefit from that part. And I think someone actually died really, really badly. I think it was Dexter who died right here and has no speed at all. Not sure what he has done, but Dexter with a huge time loss. That is very sad to see. Amaterasu has recovered a little bit. Is right in front of Maxi, German player for the Smurfs. And Dragon PNTM has actually moved up to 2nd place. This is a really good performance for Dragon once again. He was actually already able to win an XD race, or rather a map in the past. And now he continues to do very, very well. Oh, Spam jumping to the left! And that will be the position change for the lead. With Spam now losing out on a lot of speed and a lot of momentum essentially on this part that I was talking about earlier. This is the part where you go around the building area. So Spam with no speed will get passed by CC most likely. Even though it is going to be close. So Dragon PNTM is now the leader of map 2. And he's going to go into the final section of the track. Into a rather long freewheel section. That is of course being intervened with a couple of checkpoints. But all in all, this is mainly based on freewheel parts. Let's take a look if Spam is going to be able to recover from this. There's not a lot coming up now, and Spam also struggles. Gets passed by CC, who capitalizes on that no slide by Spam. And also Lars now up to 3rd place, and we're coming towards the ending now. Lars might even go for an overtake on CC. Avoids the pole now. Needs to adjust himself to the right here. Dragon with a respawn! And this is going to be the position change. Lars wins the race in front of Spam. CC has jumped to the right and lost 2 positions with that. CC from 1st to 3rd. Dog up to 4th place. Dunster on 5th. Marius on 6th. Amaterasu on 7th. And Xerex on 8th. But what a position change. Holy shit. Lars has gained so many positions at the end. Just because he was the only one to realize properly that he had to jump to the left to get the earliest possible finish. Spam on 2nd place also saved himself a little bit there. But wow, what an ending to this race, ladies and gentlemen. So, never mind what I said before about Lars being a little bit troublesome on Stadium. He won the race again. Amazing. So that finish, of course, can be taken from the left. You can take the normal finish. You can jump straight. You have a lot of possibilities to finish this track. Everything pretty much triggers here, no matter what you do. But then again, some positions are, or some finishes are earlier than others. So, yeah. That's something to keep in mind. So, the positions. How do the positions look like? We have Lars on 1st, followed by Spam, CC, Dog, Dunster, Marius, Amaterasu, Xerex, Kamo, Mary, Danik B, Rollin, Maxi, Zyra, Table, Krupp, Simply Nick, Insanity, Lamartifis, and Vortex. That's going to be our top 20. And here we see everyone now trying to hit one of the finishes here. Hype goes for the very safe finish on the right. Same for Cornelius. Andy missed it. I think Porky hit it. Did Porky hit it? That's the question. JR 1988 didn't hit it. Reuter got it now as well. So yeah, a very clustered finish. But everyone finds his way to one finish somehow. There you go. Andy, yep. I think he got it now. Players complaining about maps, but then again, you can always build your own maps. Exclamation mark XZ race to find out the mapping requirements. And maybe do it better. This could be a motivation for mappers to build something better. So we see a lot of people struggling to the finish. Maybe this was a little too unclear. Or too difficult maybe as well. Not sure. Zoop, Toffel with a stunt. Fantastic. So we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Plenty of time for the players to figure out what to do. In the worst case, you can use Camp 7. But yeah, apologies if this map maybe didn't do that well. But yeah, gotta take what I get, you know? Otherwise we have nothing to play at all. So, who's remaining? I see Meister, Racekatze, Lugunium, Alvin, Vinny, Rasen. Anyone else? Moro. And then these blokes that are somewhat stuck at the finish. I think for more experienced Stadium players, this map is going to be fine, but if you're someone that is maybe not very experienced with Stadium, that doesn't play a lot of Stadium, or that maybe has a little bit of struggle finding a way, that doesn't have a lot of experience with pathfinding, yeah, this one might be a bit too difficult, a little bit too hard, I don't know. See a little bit of feedback for the grass part, I see. But hey, that's how it is. That's how it is. So, let's see if we're gonna have a couple more reaching the finish line. Not sure if Vinny is gonna make it. I think Racekatze was right in front of the finish. Nope. Try again. I mean, there is a finish to the right, so just gotta realize that it's actually there. Nope. The pole is not a finish. That is for certain. Nope, that is not gonna work. Racekatze, jump right on road. There is a finish. Maybe she reads this. Nope, that is left. That's left. The other left. Jawollo. Yes. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Go, 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 go. Jawollo. Nice. Maybe it's gonna help someone else as well. Maybe Tofo. Tofo. Let's go. Tofo. Do it. Oh, shit. The camera changed. No, I didn't see if Tofo finished. No. But hey, better times are coming. Because we're gonna have the next meme map. The next meme map is gonna be the Coast Car on Lagoon map. So, this is a map style that we haven't had before in the XD race. In the entirety of the XD race, we have never had a map like this. So this is gonna be an entirely GP-based track. So it is basically your Formula 1 simulator with the Coast Car. So it's gonna be like Gran Turismo, almost. It is like Gran Turismo. Or Forza Motorsport. So this is really, really cool in my opinion. And it's super cool to drive when you kinda know how to handle this bitch of a Coast Car. So let's see. The Coast Car is now sounding like a Dyson vacuum cleaner, by the way, so I hope you don't mind this. I personally mind this. Hope it's going to be fixed at some point. So, yeah, the cars sound like ass, but who cares? The map is cool. So, this is a map built by Fabian Shane. Mistakes will coast you. A little bit of a pun here as well. So A for effort for the map and for the pun in the map name. So this one's gonna be pretty amazing to watch. I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be exciting. And all of these people sliding out, they're gonna be like, what the fuck? Go slow in corners. Do not brake, only release. Brake is insta drift. Okay, I hope I could help these people with a little bit of a Coast Car crash course. Here we go into the race. And the total standing right now is Lars with 178 points. So he is already in a very comfortable lead. Followed by Marius89, Spam, Xerex, Maxi, Dunster, Table, CC, Danik B, and the boss. Currently following Mary for Team Sushi. So the reward for placing good is gonna be a package of sushi. God damn, these engine sounds are trash. Who designed this? This is actually bad. So yeah, this is giving me a lot of racing game vibes. Oh shit, Merry! Merry! Merry Christmas! So a lot of respawns right here. I mean, look at this. Everyone's just sliding around. This is brilliant. So this is gonna be an easy map for Marius. Marius is probably gonna win this by like 10 seconds. Marius is a brilliant coast car player, and a map like this really suits him, because Marius is a player that really understands racing lines on his first go, and he's able to learn maps on his first go as well. So Marius, pretty sure he's gonna win this. Other than that, the race is gonna be open for everyone. Let's just take a look at this little snail race. It does look like a little bit of a snail race, to be honest. Oh wow, Didjok completely out of the track into the spectators. Lucky that there are no hittable spectators on this map. But yeah, this is nice. This is nice. Everyone is going through the GP. And yeah, then again, this is a 3-level Grand Prix basically. So you have level 1 on the tarmac. Then you have level 2 on dirt. The dirt is grippy, so don't worry, you're not going to slide out. This is grippy, and then we have level 3, which is the tightest part of the GP. This one has a lot of hairpin and tightening corners. So, here we see Marius. He is already leading by more than 3 seconds. This is mental, what he's doing here. We see Dunster struggling to hit that checkpoint. So he's going to lose out on a couple of positions. So let's take a look at a player POV here maybe. Let's take a look at Riolu's grandpa. Riolu's grandpa on position number 89. Here is actually a part where you can go over the grass. It is a little bit of a shortcut. Of course, shortcuts are allowed to your own risk. If you see a shortcut and if you think you're willing to take the risk, you can do it. You can definitely do it. But I wouldn't certainly recommend it. Roland's brother is also playing. Where's Roland? Here he is. 13th place in the race so far with 139 points. Roland has played a little of United, so he does have United experience. So this is not the first time that Roland is driving the coast car. And I think at 21st place, now actually up to 19th. This is not too shabby. So you can clearly see how to drive these corners. Like, you really need to release early. Gentle and smooth steering is required as well. So you don't want to full steer necessarily, even though at lower speeds you can full steer. But yeah, speed management and grip management is really, really important with this vehicle. But Roland seems to be doing really, really well. He is actually right behind Xerex and Lars. So Lars needs to definitely step up a little bit. Otherwise he's going to get rid of his lead. He has 6 points of a lead. But then his direct opponent Marius is about to win the coast car map. I don't know how many seconds he's ahead. Okay, only 3.5. Bresso is doing phenomenally well. To be honest, Bresso really fast. Then we have Pietrunio in a fight with Danik B for P3. Stumbles over the curb a little bit. But it's all good in the hood. Voyager also experienced United player. Not surprising to see him in the top 5 so far. Same for Maxi. Dexter, however, with a surprising position here so far. Not sure how much United he played, but he's doing really well. Actually overtakes Nobibo as we speak on 7th place. Here we have Inori. I think Nobibo is having a lot of internet trouble right now. I hope he's going to be fine. I hope he's not going to get that red. Oh no, he DC'd. Oh. Nobibo has DC'd, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to cost him a lot of points here for sure. Sad to see that. Zyra, the maker of my brilliant stadium car skin. He is doing really well on position 11 right now. Makes contact with that little booth right there, but is able to stabilize. And also overtakes Arkin here with that inside line. In the tunnel we go. The tunnel that basically leads us into the next level of the GP. And here we go now into the third level, the final level of the GP. And Zyra now up to 8th place. Roland is actually moving up in the scoreboard as well. 6th place for him. But the question is, where is Lars? Lars is 18th. And with a position like this, he needs a miracle to happen in map 4. Otherwise, this race is potentially going to be flushed down the toilet for him. Or at least the victory. Oh, this is a big, big opportunity for Lars. He's going to overtake a lot of people with this now. Similar to what we've seen on the stadium map. Now finding himself on P14 right behind Zyra. Maybe he had cars on. And maybe he saw that all of these players were stuck in that corner, in that tightening corner to the left. He maybe saw, hey, I got to go a little bit slower than the others to make sure that I don't do the same mistake. However, Lars with a quick respawn. Notice he's not going to take that corner and loses some positions once again. So, an insane back and forth. Marius89 still in the lead. Bresso has lost a little bit. Now 5.3 seconds behind. Danik B on 3rd. He sees Bresso in front. So, maybe Danik B is going to go for the attack. We don't have a lot of track left, so at some point... Oh, the grass part! Danik B is saving it with a little bug slide, but Bresso, in fact, has done the exact same mistake. So that could have been the opportunity, but he didn't make it. Or he didn't make use of it. Now, the next tightening corner. These are dangerous. You really want to try to look ahead and see what type of corner is coming up in order to prevent drifts like this. And Marius89 is now entering the final part of the map. He is going to be winning the Coast Car map here with ease. Not surprised whatsoever. So 3-8, 1-6. Marius89 winning with a 725.96 in front of Bresso, who's going to gain some very important points for him as well after the debacle on the stadium map. Maxi gets 3rd place. Danik B on 4th. Piotrunio on 5th. Voyager on 6th. Then we have Camo on P7, followed by Arkin. Roland with a very solid looking 9th place, followed by Vortex, Table, Dexter. Oh, nice wheelie, but he loses a couple positions even to Spam. So we have Table, Zyra, Simply Nick, Dragon and Spam that all benefit from that mistake at the end. So let's take a look here. The camera going towards the ending, and all of the cars are now flying into the abyss. This is brilliant to see. And Roland being happy about beating Spam. That's great. That's really good. So here we have the players finishing. Maybe take a look at the top 20 here after the positions. So Spam on 15, Dexter 16, Osco, The Boss, Inori, Lasnox. And then we have Xerex, Lars on 22nd. So this is gonna be rather ass. Ceres, Dunster, Ebola, Sigith, Cornelius, CC, Cinemini, Studiram, Deshtef, Mary, Lamartifis, Scaffan, Sozi, Lagalmul, Detlef Dizos, Amaterasu, Lugunium, and Davy. So, a controversial map. I was afraid of that. Because A, Coast Car. B, a lot of tightening corners that don't suit everyone's driving style. Because many players are basically just attacking the corners and hoping that it's just going to be fine. But with the Coast Car, you can't do this. That's just something you need to learn. And I think this map teaches you really, really well how to handle the Coast Car. So, I can understand if some people maybe say, hey, this is shit. Because they're, like, not experienced with the Coast Car. But other than that, I think this is a very doable map. So, speaking about being doable, no player being really super far behind. Even Quentin, who joined minutes later, is also going to be able to finish. So that's very nice. Daniel now reaching the finish line. Very good. So we only have Lex and Quentin left on the track. Let's see, let's see. Here we see Lex. Always a little bit in the back. But there he goes. Oh, hey! Very nice. And also Quentin. Quentin 14-3. Very nice. And GG. Everyone finished once again. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, with that, Lars is gonna fall down to 3rd place. Now Marius89 is taking over the lead, and he has a very, very comfortable lead of 13 points. So a lot of things need to go wrong for Marius in order to lose it on the final map, which is gonna be Canyon Car on Canyon. Map by MacJava, a map called Goats Are Cute. Now I can't answer you, or I can't tell you why he picked this nickname, or rather this map name, but we're gonna take what we get. And this is gonna be our final map for riolu's XD Race, Race 4, Season 2. Canyon Car. So, going back to the standings, Marius89, as I said, 13 points ahead of Maxi, who is about to score his best XD Race position so far. On 2nd place right now he is with 251 points, 1 point ahead of Lars. So Lars can definitely still get 2nd, which is still a good position. Spam with 245 points, also a very good position for him. Even though on Canyon it is going to be pretty difficult for him to fight it out against the Canyon mains. Then we have Danik B, 241, Table, 237, Xerex, 236, and then another rather big gap down to Zyra, 8 points of a difference between those two players. The boss with 227, Dunce at 226. So a lot can happen on the final map, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of position changes. So let's see how this will go. This track, I would say, not too difficult. It has a couple of, well, not a couple, it has a lot of technical sections to it. A little bit of a, yeah, narrow part. I wouldn't say it's RPG, but it's a little bit more narrow. Other than that, a well-balanced canyon map, not too difficult. And players should not have too many difficulties getting through this one. So, here's to a good final map. Fingers crossed. GLHF, and the final map is underway. A couple of players already yoinking into the air right in the beginning. So let's take a look at some of the players that I maybe haven't spectated so far. For example, Big Bang 1112. He is making up a lot of positions here. A lot of players struggling to hit that jump properly. And Big Bang is continuing to overtake a lot of players right here. And now the wall. The wall of death. Canyon walls are always a bit weird to drive due to the weird grip that you have. But here it seems like all of the players are getting it pretty decently. Also Osko, a Russian player that also contributed a map for Season 1. A Valley map. I think it was for the 2nd race in Season 1. So he is a loyal XD Race player and contributor. And he is finding himself on P29 right now. Let's go a little further ahead. The race leader, Marius89. Canyon always an environment where he says he finds it difficult to find the path due to everything kind of looking the same. And due to him not really being able to judge the shadows properly. So maybe it is going to be a little difficult for Marius to get the big points here on the Canyon map. But then again, there's still more than 6 minutes left to be driven. And the 7th place really isn't that bad for him. Lars trying to make up for his mistake. He is in the lead right now. We see Piotrunio actually in front, but he must have missed a checkpoint. I have no idea how he did that. But Piotrunio definitely out of the race with that. Quentin 43, of course a Canyon main. He has been clocking in a lot of good placements in Canyon competitions over the past years. So he knows what's up and he can definitely put up for a good fight. Camo as well. And I also see Maxi, who also missed a checkpoint. He is second in the race right now, and he missed a checkpoint. No idea how people did that, honestly. I have no clue. Suiram, the next Canyon player, dropping down onto the dirt. 4th place for him right now. Followed by Marius and CC, Dragon PNTM, Vortex, Nobibo, Scaffan, React, also mainly a Canyon player. Spam. Good position here so far. He is in an internal duel with Roland. So let's maybe take a look where Roland is. He is 12 in total, but super far behind right now. He is on 59th place. Or maybe let's take a look at the checkpoint. 55th place for Roland. So there's a huge gap between the two rivals. Spam definitely rocking the advantage and the experience that he's gotten from hunting all the STMs in TrackMania Turbo. So that's nice. Hype. Don't think I spectated him. 14th place for him. That's nice. Gets overtaken by Nobibo. Hope his internet is going to be stable. Also Putifara and Moro. Oh, Moro going very far left. That was a little too far left. Nobibo also. Great, stunned by Nobibo right there. He's going to lose a couple positions with that. Hype taking advantage. Oh, what was that? Awkward mistake by Hype. Let's take a look at Ebola. The Danish player on 47th place in a fight with Cornelius, with Oris, with Phobos. So that's pretty nice. Ceres, big mistake. Losing out on a lot of positions. And we have a position change in the lead here, actually. Camo followed by Lars. Then we have Suiram, not too far behind. So a great battle for first place right now. Only 1.4 seconds. Definitely gonna take a quick look at the leaders here. Let's see what they can put into the asphalt. Lars now attacking Camo, the two Germans, and this is gonna be the overtake. Camo zigzagging a lot on the dirt. Wasn't quite sure what to go. He wasn't really able to really see the path properly, and that is gonna cost him a lot of speed. Obviously, doing the zigzagging is slowing you down, obviously, so that's something you want to avoid. Lars taking advantage, and also Suiram is coming closer to Camo now. Quentin, 5 seconds actually, 5.5 seconds behind. So quite a significant gap between the first three and Quentin. The boss following up right behind. Marius on 6th. So with the 6th place, I think Marius is going to be more than safe. That is looking pretty good. Also overtakes another player. Overtakes the boss, who struggled with that left-hand corner. Oh, that's a fancy car skin from Dragon, actually. Looks pretty interesting. So here we go into a little bit of a, yeah, not RPG, but a little bit of a tighter part. Where we have to slow down. Now get the 180 around the checkpoint. Go over this narrow ledge. And that's pretty much about it. So it's not really a lot that you need to keep an eye out on. In fact, this was actually a little harder. And I told McJava, the mapper, to diffuse this part a little bit. To make it a bit easier. Otherwise, would have been maybe too big of a struggle. But so far it seems like none of the players have had too many issues. Camo, whoa, Lars has gained 9 seconds. Wait, how did he do this? Wait, is he cheating? I think Lars is playing with a TAS. This is unbelievable. Lars has gained 9 seconds in that narrow part. So he was probably the only one that didn't have struggles with this. Unbelievable. And this is maybe even going to decide the whole race. Camo now 9 seconds behind. The boss on 3rd. Then we have Suiram, the two Demise players on 3rd and 4th. Marius on 5th. Then we have Dragon and Quentin. And Spam really surprising me with this performance, even though he does get overtaken here by Maxi, who doesn't matter for the overall scoreboard because he did miss a checkpoint, as we said before. So he is going to be out of the race, so Spam doesn't really have to keep an eye out on him. But now this mistake might cost him 1 or 2 positions. Bresso has overtaken him, so Bresso will inherit that 8th place, but Spam will still remain on 9th. Vortex too far behind to take any benefit. Moro. Oh, that's going to be a mistake here. Sad mistake for Moro. But yeah, insane performance by Lars, and he's coming towards the finish line. He is winning the final map with a 7:05.97. Flawless driving by the German player. Fantastic race. But he leaves the server. Suiram now flipping into the finish and gets second in front of the boss and Quentin. Then we have Marius89 and Camo. Dragon PNTM on 7th, Bresso on 8th, Spam on P9, Vortex on 10th, Scafan following up. He is on P10 or 11. CC, Xerex, React, and Broccoli. And there we have a great comment by Spam, who completely annihilated Roland. And here we see all the players now reaching the finish line. A couple of players that unfortunately missed the checkpoint. I actually don't know where and how. I'm really not sure how they managed that. No idea. So, any feedback to the maps can of course be delivered into the Discord. If you have anything to pinpoint to help out the mappers in improving, that is of course greatly appreciated. Cornelius reaching the finish line. Let's take a look here. Moro was the one on 16th. Then we have Arkin, Lasnox, Piotrunio, and Danik B. Followed by Inori, Nobibo, Big Bang, Simply Nick, Detlef Dzost, Zyra, Table, John Boy, Davey, Hype, Twile, Lawrence, Effect, Mr. Cinemini, Milili Vantili, Dunste, Oris, Roland's brother, defeating Roland in fact, Phobos, and Blackwell. Alright. So looking at the amount of missed checkpoints, we're definitely not going to see everyone finishing this one. Definitely gotta take a look at what exactly has happened. But this map seemingly not being too popular. But hey, that's how it is. That's how it is. Minishu up next, followed by CB Tick. And then we see RDG Spinner right below. He is also approaching the finish. Reuter and Lex. And then, other than that, we also see Mr. Rasen and Racekatze on the track. And other than that, that is looking pretty good. Did he finish? Yes. Jones. Does he have all the checkpoints in his pocket? Looks like he does have them. Or does he have them? Yeah, he does. He disappeared, so I assume he got them. 3 players left on the track. Maxi. Maybe he's trying to find the checkpoint that he missed. Racekatze. There you go. Hope she got all the checkpoints in. Is this guy actually driving backwards? Is this Mabax? No, it's Waldfee. Because normally Mabax is always someone that's just trolling all the time. But here it's Waldfee. Alright. Yes, Asteri, you can upload your map. So all of the mappers can now upload their maps to Mania Exchange to provide them for the time attack phase of the XD race, where players can gather some additional points to gain for, or to, yeah, just upgrade their score on top of the race results. But yeah, other than that, this is gonna be the end of Riolu's XD race. Maxi can maybe retire or something, I don't know. But yeah, the race winner is gonna be Marius89, followed by Lars, followed by Spam, followed by Danik B, and for the remaining math, I can't be arsed. We're gonna see soon. We are gonna see soon. So, there you have it. Marius89 with 334 points, followed by Lars with 324 points, Spam with 311, The Boss with 299, Xerix with 298, only 1 point behind. Then we have Danik B with 296, Bresso with 293, Table with 285, Dragon PNTM 282, and CC with 281. GG, and thanks for playing.